2019's Avengers Endgame was the biggest comic book movie of all time. Or was it? As today, there's a new kid on the block, or should I say spider on the block, that threatens to shatter every Avengers Endgame record, and is already beating some of its records. Spider-Man No Way Home is a massive juggernaut of a film, something we already knew. But today, the first numbers for No Way Home are starting to roll in, and it's looking like we could have a new king of comic book movies when it comes to the box office. Welcome back, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse. This is the Marvelous Wave, where today we're going to be talking about numbers. Specifically, the box office numbers so far for Spider-Man No Way Home in certain overseas markets. First though, this will be one of your last chances to enter to win a Spider-Man Far From Home hot toy. If you want to win a Far From Home highly detailed hot toy figure, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe, turn on notification, and tell me in the comments down below which of the 3 Spider-Men you're most excited to see. Also stay tuned on the channel later tonight for our ending explained breakdown for Spider-Man No Way Home, as well as a post-credit scene breakdown. With that out of the way, my friends, let's get into it. In pre-sale tickets alone, Spider-Man No Way Home sold $100 million. That means No Way Home has already grossed $100 million. And while obviously we won't have the final numbers for the film until the end of the weekend, we will get our Thursday numbers today. In certain markets, Spider-Man No Way Home has already been released, such as in Mexico and over in the UK, and over there is shattering records held by Avengers Endgame and other films. We'll have to wait until tomorrow or the next day to see how the film premiered on opening Thursday for the United States, but by all indications, Spider-Man No Way Home has a legitimate shot at outgrossing Avengers Endgame, which grossed roughly $2 billion at the box office. Absolutely unheard of numbers. In Korea, Spider-Man No Way Home had its officially largest opening day in Korea history, with $5.28 million. This being insane, as the pre-pandemic numbers for 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home were 11% under this number. Spider-Man No Way Home also had the biggest opening day in Mexico with $9 million. Beating out Avengers Endgame, which is the first indication of how this film may go, proving that over 20 years of nostalgia, or close to 20 years of nostalgia, beats what the MCU set up in 10 years, as again, all the generations of Spider-Man coming together here may prove to be an even bigger deal than the Avengers Endgame in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity Saga. The UK had a Wednesday debut of $10 million, and grossed nearly $2 million more opening day than the second place No Time to Die. Well, what do all of these numbers mean? Well, Spider-Man No Way Home is not only shaping up to be big, a billion-dollar film, but potentially the biggest comic book movie of all time. It's going to be quite the stretch for Spider-Man No Way Home to actually outgross Avengers Endgame, as surprisingly Avengers Endgame had massive legs, meaning that there were audiences flocking to the theater several weeks after the release of the film. If Spider-Man No Way Home has similar legs to Avengers Endgame, and I think it just might, it could in fact not only be the highest grossing comic book movie of all time, but maybe the highest grossing movie of all time. Again though, that $2 billion mark set by Avengers Endgame is really tough to beat. In terms of opening weekend debuts right now, $150 million for Spider-Man No Way Home is on the very low end, with I've even heard some estimates up to $270 million. However, I think that these numbers may actually come in really low, as in the United States and Canada, Avengers Endgame grossed $357 million opening weekend, an absolutely unheard of amount of money. But is it possible that No Way Home could actually beat out Avengers Endgame? We'll all have to wait and see. But based on a few countries that have actually seen No Way Home, it's breaking Avengers Endgame records. Anyway, my friends, stay tuned on the channel later today for our full breakdown on everything Spider-Man No Way Home. But what are your thoughts on this? And as a big question for this video, do you think No Way Home has the potential to outgross Endgame? And if so, how long do you think it will take? And what sort of opening weekend numbers could we expect? As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great day.